Okay, how's it everyone? Today I'm going to be doing a bit of Assetto Corsa. I've been asked from the guys at EG Evolved Simulator Rigs to do a test review on the Simgrade R7 pedals. They're amazing works of art and I've been using them for about a week now. I did the first round of the Race Face series with them, so I just thought it's time to do a little review, let you guys know my thoughts on them. So I'll just show you what they look like, just show you some sim porn. There you see them. The picture on the left over here is the before I fitted them. I did get the clutch as well, but just based on my rig and how I could connect them and the fact that we don't use a clutch in ACC, I didn't think it was necessary to actually test that. So I've just got the brake and the throttle on, and then on the right you'll see that I've then connected them and I've added one piece of the advanced brake kit that was also supplied. The reason I haven't been able to add the additional advanced brake kit is just again because of how my base plate is for my pedals. So it looks like these pedals are primarily designed to go into an extrusion rig, an aluminium extrusion bar that allows for your brake elastometers to actually hang over the edge. And just again, based on how my rig is, I wasn't really able to do that. Um, Therefore, I can't add that, and I have lost some of the adjustability. But in all honesty, there's so much you can adjust. I don't think it was that necessary to drill new holes just to test that. So I am driving with one half of the advanced brake mod. It feels great. So yeah, I plan to do a few laps with you guys today just to show you how you can modulate the brake. I also wanted to show you guys the software. Let me just pull that in quickly. So this over here is the Simgrade software. It's very easy to use. This is where you can adjust your dead zones and you can adjust your shaping, so the curve of your pedal. As you can see, I'm just using a linear curve. It's what I've always used. I don't play with that, to be honest. In the calibration software, as I say, really easy. You've got your throttle, and then these little purple, and when I click on it white, is lines is where you do your max limits, your dead zones, if you could call it that. So you can see I've set it there. Once it goes white, I'm going past that dead zone. On this side I'm at 100% brake, and as you can see, these brakes are very easy to modulate. It's actually unbelievable how I can modulate very easily based on the design, based on how they work. It's really easy. So yeah, a super easy program to use, and it took all of probably 30 seconds for me to set up. So very easy. As you can see, I can push a lot further, but I don't really think that's necessary. So I've set the brake zone quite low, and the throttle. What I did do is I did create a mechanical dead zone, or a mechanical stop, let me rather call it that, on the brake and on the throttle, sorry. I thought that the throw, if I can call it that, so how far the pedal travels, I found that that was a little bit far for my liking. So once again, so easy. It was one Allen key to create um, a hard stop on the pedal, and it just reduced that throw. You can do that on the brake as well. So again, these brakes and throttles, these Simgrade R7s, are extremely um, versatile from that perspective. You've got, honestly, I think must be 20 different options of adjusting that you can do for your comfort. So with only a week, and I don't even think I've played with absolutely everything, to be honest. But you guys, if you get them, you can literally go crazy, and I would say set aside a lot of time just to get them to work for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a few laps, I guess. What I have done is you can see just above the Porsche logo on the dash over here, you'll see this white bar. So that is an overlay. It's a brake overlay from SimHub that some guys at Hybrid Academy helped me install. So what it does is it just really allows me to show you guys and to see for myself exactly how I can modulate the brake into corners. So as I'm braking, specifically for turn 2 at Brands Hatch where we are, I find brake modulation is extremely important going in there so that you can get the car stopped. So you'll see, hopefully you'll see if I can do some decent laps, you'll see exactly what I'm doing there. And yeah, let's give it a go and go see. I'm in the Porsche, it's my race face car for the season, so let's do a lap or two, hopefully a decent lap or two, and see. So as I said, if you look at that white bar, you'll see it goes red when I brake, and that'll give you an idea of how I'm pressing the brake and how I'm able to modulate it. So another really cool thing with these pedals, it was weird in the beginning for me, to be honest, is the heel plate moves with your foot, your brake and your throttle on when you press them, depress them. And it's at first quite a weird sensation because I'm used to having my heel solid on the floor. It's also not like a real car, but it seems to take a lot of pressure off your leg, off your knee, you know. So if you are someone that potentially has some sort of injuries, old injuries, that you find yourself getting sore over a race distance, again, these would be great because you tend to sort of roll your ankle more than you push from the knee and the leg down. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, it's hard to explain because it's something so new for me. But yeah, let's see. First flying lap tires are obviously not up to pressure. But like I said, look into turn 2 here. You should see my brake modulation. And as I said, it's very, very easy to actually do that with these pedals. It makes a world of difference on the brakes, and you just can try and stop yourself from going into ABS, which can make a very big difference on lap time and on how late you can brake so that you don't run wide and you actually hit all your apexes. So far I've only really got good things to say about these pedals. As I said earlier, it's literally sim porn. The fact, the machine work, the amount of thought that's gone into these pedals, I guess that justifies the price. They are expensive pedals, but they are also top of the range pedals. So as we know, sim racing's evolved a lot with DDs, and we're spending a lot more money on this to enjoy the experience and to get closer and closer to the real world. But yeah, I would say they are definitely something that I look at every time I walk up to my rig, and it's definitely eye-catchy, there's no doubt about that. And yeah, I mean, once again, just a big thanks to Andries and Stain from EG. They are really looking after the sim community, guys. They are the first people that I believe are not trying to just extort the sim community with their pricing. You know, in the past, every time I've looked to buy something, and before EG was around, it was extremely expensive, and a bunch of us found that the local guys were just literally trying to kill us. So it's nice to have some guys in our country that are actually looking after us, who will give warranties on these products, who hold stock of these products, and actually are here to support the communities and to really, you know, bring us the right stuff at the right prices. So if you haven't heard of them, go give them a check their website out, check their socials out. As I say, they have quality rigs, quality products, and the service to back it up. I don't think I've spoken to anyone who hasn't liked their service, so yeah, I can only speak highly of them. I don't think these laps are going to be very good because I'm talking so much, and as my wife would say, men can't do two things at once. But let's see if we can get the next lap half decent. I believe we're going to be doing 22s here in quali trim, to be honest, so right now I'm off pace, but it is my first few practice laps around the track for the week, so we'll get there. Okay, I'm going to try focus this lap, let's see.
That's your fastest lap. You lose 2/10, sectors 2 and 3. Sector 1 time's okay. You've just done a 23.76.
Oh, big slide. Probably lost 2/10 there.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be a great lap again, guys. But I mean, this, I guess, the point here is not really to show you how fast it is, it's more to just show you how I can modulate the brake. And I hope it gets the point across.
2 minutes of fuel remaining. We're running on fumes, mate. In this lap, box this lap.
No, not a bad lap. Not too bad. Lots of time to be made.
Your quickest overall. Sector 3 time is fast.
As you can see there, I can trail brake right into the middle of the corner.
2 litres remaining.
You may have noticed I'm not trail braking all that much. The Porsche, I find, doesn't like trail braking too much. So if I was in the Aston that I drove last season, that car demands a lot more trail braking, so I think you would see a lot more of that there. But whoa, and we lost our time there.
Sector 2 time is good. Very little fuel left. Box this lap, please, Ryan. 1 litre remaining.
Whoa, drifty drift.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
But yeah, guys, I think that's the gist of it. Gives you a good understanding of the brake, I think. It just, well, not a good, but a quick understanding of the brake. And
What's your speed?
if anyone's got questions, let me know. I can maybe help with the basics. But yeah, in summary, very lacquer brakes, very good brakes, um, very modular, very easy to make all those adjustments. As I say, you would need to set across quite a bit of time. And I guess the big question is, are they worth the money? I think if you are looking for load cell pedals, they would have to be on the list. Um, whether you want to spend that much money or not, that's everyone's own choice. But in summary, I'd like to just say that if you want bragging rights, these are definitely going to be the ones that you want to go for. I've never seen anything quite like it, and I mean, I'll just show you that again, and you can't tell me that those don't look weird and beautiful at the same time. So yeah, guys, cheers. See you at the next review.